Good morning, everyone. Okay, this is take two, so we're doing it again. Today, I'm really excited to bring to you a new 6-week series, and we are incorporating our traditions within Sancta Luma, our teachings that we're bringing forward, which incorporate a lot of spiritual belief systems and spiritual tools, as well as incorporating some concepts from our Luminous Leadership series that enable us to really grow as leaders of the future, which I speak about often, that we're not here to fix the old world. We're here to bring forward the new through really transformative techniques, visioning, channeling, telepathy, intuition in a deeper way. Like, we're learning to use our technologies, our spiritual technologies that allow us to scaffold and architect new worlds. And this is what we're going to be speaking about. So today is the beginning of a 6-day journey. They're only a few minutes each. We'll be talking for maybe 15 minutes, where we are speaking to being the divine, holy innovators. Okay? And these are messages that I have been receiving even on my own path, that I'm not here to fix the old world. I'm not here to put band-aids on systems that are broken. I'm not here to fight to save against change. My role and my sole purpose is to anchor in the new and work as a spiritual midwife to bridge what's coming, not what was. And it really takes a very specific, little tongue tied there, very specific skill set, because to be able to be a holy innovator, you must be willing to stand in the visions that Spirit gives you, even when nobody else sees them or understands them or even wants them. So we need to be clear what I mean by that. So within my own systems, my own spiritual architect, I've had many near-death experiences. I've trained spiritually for many years, over 3 decades. That's a long time. I started when I was 19, really pursuing a spiritual path. I have an incredible amount of business experience and business wisdom and success, not just entrepreneurship, but actually building very large companies that have left a significant imprint and have been an entrepreneur. In addition to this, I have a very deep and profound relationship with all that is holy. I have a sacred, reverent relationship that I cultivate with undeniable practice, precision, obedience, and devotion, which is very similar to Mary Magdalene, which we talk about in the Heart of Magdalene on Wednesday nights. So here, this message today is, what does it mean to stand as a holy innovator? Because as somebody who has the gift of prophecy, as I do, the gift of sight of what's coming, not just what I see right here, right now, but gift of sight of what's coming, it's incumbent upon me to not be reactive in fear, but allow myself to anchor in what Spirit wants me to use and what do I need to become so that I am a vessel of the holy for the future. And I help and support and build spiritual leaders, not just those who are doing spiritual work, but leaders that are leading this world to have a spiritual axiom so tight within themselves. A spiritual truth, a spiritual axiom is a spiritual truth, a universal law that is so anchored in that they execute with precision and a confidence that you can only have when you are one with the divine. Period. This is not a confidence you get because you've worked yourself up into some, I'm going to do this. This is a confidence that comes when your axis, Your core view is in direct alignment with God, in direct alignment with God, and you take no direction from anyone other than Source. Period. Source is the power of all of your supply. That is a concept in New Thought Wisdom that I live by. So today, we are going to be talking about divine messages, the divine messages as holy innovators, and the concept that you are the pillar of holy innovation. You are the pillar. It's not a call to fix a broken system. What I am speaking to is that it is a sacred charge to become the axis through which a new world is born. And we spoke to that axis. That axis is your spiritual alignment. You are in position with God so tight, so holy, so real that the new world is born. You're not a reaction. You're not at the effect of. Just because the government is doing something doesn't mean you go wag your tail like a dog thinking you're creating change. You get in position and you seek divine guidance. And then you ask moment to moment to moment, what are the right steps to take? And then you take them in alignment with your charge. You yourself are a revelation. You become a revelation because you become one with. During this week's Sancta Luma service, I spoke to being one with the one. If I am one with God and God is one with me, and God is the one that provides, or Spirit, Source, God, put whatever name you want in there. If Spirit is the one that provides all knowledge, all revelations, all wisdom, then I too must be a revelation. So I must walk as I am holy. My footsteps do light up the earth. I also carry a divine blueprint that only I can activate. You carry a divine blueprint that only you can activate. However, it can only be activated if you're in divine connection with the one. If you are connected with Source as the one, with the one, then this divine blueprint will reveal itself effortlessly and begin to become the truth of who you are in all of this. So as we move through this series this week, I'm going to ask that you not rise just as healers. Okay, I'm not asking you to be ordinary. And not that healers are ordinary, but I'm asking you to go beyond. I'm asking you to become the builders of the age to come, where we're not enduring anymore. We're here to emerge. We're here to bring the light. We're here to bring the love. We are here to co-create. This is an invitation. This is an invitation to stand in the power and the truth of who you are. As you become one with the universe, you too become a co-creator of something that is so luminous, so beautiful, and you become the luminous leader. This invitation is to co-create a future rooted in truth, in love, and in holy innovation. Okay? To understand this, again, you are not a reaction to the world. Your actions are not reactions. You are a revelation because you did your work. You went deep within inside, you did your work, you became who you are, and you are this bright, shiny, luminous leader. You're not here to replicate what was. You're not even here to replicate somebody else. You are here to build what never has been. And let me tell you something. When you stand in that truth, to stand in a place where you are here to build what never has been, people will deny you entry. They will, because they can't see it. And you challenge the truth of everything that they are. You challenge the truth of everything that they are because they are invested in things not changing. So if you see a new future that is holy and whole and true, well, they may dream of it, want it, and breathe it. It actually will require that they become unmoored by your light. Mel Robbins, let them. You must hold the holy high watch on the visions you are given. If you truly are one who is a luminous leader and a spiritual architect of a new world, things that have never been, you must be willing to stand alone and know that you will be greatly cared for. And those that can hear you, see you, and feel you will find you. Sit with that. Sit with that because it takes courage. And that courage comes from God, not from man. That courage comes from source. It's an internal wherewithal. It's a grit that only God can give you. And this divine seated blueprint in your bones is a way of being, and it is uniquely yours. So this message is a call for you to remember you are the pillar of holy innovation. You are not late. You have never been broken, never. We call this wholeness medicine. You've always been whole, you just forgot. And you are the one the future has been waiting for. Innovation isn't always technology. Sometimes it looks like joy in the face of oppression. Sometimes it looks like new rituals, new governance, new ways of loving in bigger ways. But it always starts inside. That's the truth. It must start inside of us and then get expressed through us because we have become it. Our vibrational state of coherence is that of holy. Therefore, it can work through us as an emanation of us. We are a beneficial presence upon this earth. So this week, we are going to focus on not just being the healers, as I've said. We are the builders. We are the co-creators. We are the ones that will shift from endurance to emergence. Not just surviving, but co-creating in a thriving environment of wholeness. You will rise, you will be the pillar, and you will begin. Mm. I asked this week if you have felt slightly off or very, very, very off in your own personal axis. This is the space for you. You're building luminous leaders within Sancta Luma. And we speak of becoming an axis of the future where our strength is so sanctified and fortified in the love of God and the love of spirit and the love of source and the love of all things holy, all things sacred, rooted in ancient indigenous wisdom of all things are sacred. All things are sacred. You will become and recognize, you already are, but you will recognize a living, breathing point of orientation through which the divine design comes through you. Comes through you. So this is your call to rise and step in and say yes to being a pillar of holy innovation. Say yes. Say yes. It starts with the sacred yes and allows spirit to unfold all of its glory that will become the truth of you as a leader in this world, a holy innovator, someone who is born to create and design the new world. And I do hope you join us. I do hope you join us because we have many walking this path committed to creating something beautiful. So I hope I said something meaningful today. And if nothing else, remember the truth of who you are. Remember the truth that you are divine, you are loved, you are holy, you are whole. And if you are on the outside, on the fringe, disenfranchised, disinfected, lost, worried, concerned, any of it, know that you are loved and you are cared for and you are wanted and you are seen. And there is a place for you. There is a place for you. and it is here until you can find your way home to you and your heart and your connection with the divine, because you are a beloved. And so we end these words, and we know that these words are spoken into holy law. They are the scriptures of the eons to come. And those that walk ahead of us are calling us to rise. Those that walk behind us guide us and push us because they know that the past can never be again. So we must create the new, born of new systems, new architectures, things that have never been seen before. And we allow for the co-creation of this new consciousness to breathe through us. And we allow for the God's strength to stand in us so that we become the axis of strength and become the pillar for those that must emerge and rise with us to find us. We allow the holy light to move through you. For when you're one with the one, you recognize this non-dual state of reality, that is just light, and love is just love. Beauty is just beauty, and there's no need for anything other than an open heart. Because in God's world, you don't need protection because you are already protected. Those old dualities are broken now, and they no longer fit the axiom by which we are moving. And so I call you to step forward within yourself and claim you, and claim the new world, and claim your role as a co-creator and a holy innovator and a luminous leader. I know it is done, and I know this world is beautiful. It is beautiful. And it calls so deep that it's an echo that you cannot ignore any longer. It's an echo that you cannot ignore any longer. It is done, it is done. And so tomorrow we will go live again. We will bring forth the new in deep love, in deep love. And so